a super user, so they have most of the apps that you'll see, and that's going to be great for some people. Maybe some users do want access to most of or all of the data, but again, this is going to be all configurable based on what you want for your team and how you want people accessing the information. As Pat, we are going to come down, look at some of our change management tasks. We saw that we could create a problem report directly from the document or object or part object like we saw, but I can also just create a problem report from the Report a Problem app, giving all of the details for what the issue is, what context it is going to be applied to, as well as what type of problem it is. And if more information is needed, such as say who this is requested by, say it's not you, you can always just put that information in for someone else. So if you have a PDF or some picture, you can always add that as well. So going past just creating that problem report, we can also be involved in the full change process from the Navigate side. So we can contribute to that change workflow. When I come to the tasks, I can see what I have, say, potentially assigned to me, what I've accepted, even things that I've completed. And then I do have that ability to reassign the tasks too. Say I'm out of town, I went on vacation, and I'm going to have someone else looking at these. I can always shoot them off to someone else. We won't do that today. But then if I am interested in any one particular task, of course, we simply select on that, conduct online CRB link, and it's going to open up all the details for me. So we can see here all the things such as, say, whether or not there is a cost associated to this, what the description of the problem is, whether or not it's a reoccurring issue, proposed solution, any of the affected items, attachments, just really any and all of that detail that you need. We can also look at these in individual tabs too. So if I want to see what others have done so far, or maybe see if they're waiting on me to do my part, it's all here. Same as before, we can just look at the attachments by themselves, rather just than looking in the full details page, but we can review that full PDF there. And then the affected items. So we can see all the impacted objects that are going to be affected by the change process. And with Navigate from here, you can then easily go to the part apps and start reviewing some of the information. So as we said earlier, if you wanted to look at the part structure view and measure in 3D using Navigate view, anything of that nature, this is going to allow you to let users come in, be involved in the process that maybe they traditionally wouldn't have been, dig into the data and give feedback in the change process. Popping back to the tasks, we are going to go ahead and take a look at another request that we have here, which is for an outdated document. So we just need this to be updated. In this case, we are going to say that this document has been updated, pretend that we reviewed everything, and we want to continue to push it through the process. So we're going to say approve, and I'm going to add in some notes. In this case, I'm just going to say approved, but of course you can always add whatever notes you see fit. And then it's going to require you to sign it with your e-signature so that you have that tracking on who signed off on what. That full visibility also does go into Windchill as well, so that is there. That would then kick off the next step in the workflow until it's fully released, or really, whatever your final state is. Now, just touching on this, we also do have the ability to edit some of these apps, and I'm going to go through that in just a few moments, but I wanted to touch on the tailoring for this app specifically first. You can see that there is a lot of detail in terms of what attributes and what information you want to be able to be shown, and that's going to allow you to configure it for what your users see in that change process and all of the associated data around that, from the affected items to any associated additional attachments, such as, say, the PDF that we saw earlier. So all that can be adjusted based on what you want users to see in that process. And next, we're going to take a look at the View Work Instructions app. This is one of the manufacturing apps that allows users to look at process plans that were created and pulled from Windchill. You start by selecting on the product that you're interested in, and it's going to see if there's any process plans for that specific product. In our case, there is only going to be one, so we don't have a drop-down under process plan, but we do have some different stations that might have different steps for them. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all the stations at once. You could, of course, look at one individually at a time, but here we can see the 3 different workstations that we have for the process plans under the standard fuel system. We select on this first one, it'll pull us into that process plan and show us all of the steps and the details around it. Once it loads, we'll notice that we have the 2D visualization here of the part or the assembly. We also have on the right all of the parts that are being used, details on the left, and the ability to toggle between steps. We can also look at this in 3D, more than just the 2D, and much like we saw with the part selection apps earlier, we do have the cross-highlighting, and you can easily identify what's going on between those. We also have the ability, like I said, to toggle between steps. So if you want to see all of them, you can toggle that down, be able to see all of them at once, or switch between which ones you want and easily, kind of go back and forth between that data. Also have the ability to add in things like tools, which to show what tool might be used in a specific step, as well as that cross-highlighting for that information. Again, on the left, we'll see the detailed description of what should be done in the step, as well as then the additional information, such as if there's any attachments. That is going to show up on the right-hand side, as well as the tools and any control characteristics. So in this case, we do have a control characteristic related to the torque on this torque gun that we are going to use. And all of that can be shown to the user on the shop floor, utilizing this very simple interface and reusing data that you already have in Windchill, saving time, making it easier for everyone involved in the process. And as there might be updates made in Windchill, all of that gets easily passed down as it's released to the Navigate side, so you don't have to worry about whether or not users are looking at the latest version or manually, making sure that they have the correct work instructions for what they need and what it is that they're working on at their individual work cell. Okay, so coming back to our Windchill homepage, we've got a few more apps to look at here. In this case, and with the manufacturing app, similar to what we saw when we were involved in the change review process, there's a lot of configuration you can do here based on what you want the users to be able to see and how you want that fully consumed downstream. And then one last time coming down to the last set of apps, the custom apps. This last section is going to allow you to pull data from different systems, whether it be Windchill or an ERP or something else, but you can see that you can have different configurable views. In this case, we made some tables to show how our change notices are going through, and then we can see what's in the implementation plan versus what's been completed or might be behind deadline. And then with that, we can drill down into any of those specific changes as well, and we can select on them. We can open it up in Windchill if we do want to do a more specific deep dive. But again, something nice maybe for a manager or someone to be able to just quickly come in, see what projects are tied to, where everything is at, whatever it is that's important to them. But with the custom apps, you can really build out different views and collect information and show it in a way that you want to. You can even combine information from some of the different out-of-the-box apps, such as if you wanted a parts list, maybe next to pulling some data from ERP and showing attachments. You can highlight and show all of that utilizing those custom applications. So now that I have shown all the applications, I do want to just briefly touch on the ability to configure them a little further. I know I mentioned it a few minutes ago for 2 of the apps, but you can also do it for entire collections. As I mentioned, we had manufacturing and purchasing, so we can see which apps Mike in manufacturing had turned on, as well as if there were any filters set for searching, whether or not you only want them to see the latest release data, so on and so forth. All of that can be controlled versus purchasing for Phil, where he had most of that turned off. No search filters applied, nothing like that for him versus some of the document apps. We can also edit each of these apps individually like we saw with the other 2 manufacturing apps earlier. It's going to allow you to quickly come in, say what data I want shown in the part list, what attributes I want displayed, if there's drawings, and what formats I want to be shown. All of that can be configured based on your needs. And again, of course, what it is that you want your users to see. So for the document collection, it's going to be a bit of the reverse. Whereas Mike, the manufacturer, he's not really going to have access to either of those apps. So he's not really going to see that. But Phil in purchasing does have both the apps turned on. Again, if we have some of those saved searches, so that AXYS document search I showed earlier, or you could use things like manuals, for example, but you can build those filters and save searches to help make it easier for the users. Again, Mike having neither turned on for him, he doesn't have any filtering.